Well, in a national trend, criminals are turning handguns into mini machine guns using something known as Glock switches. These modified guns spray bullets in an extremely fast manner, more than 1,000 bullets a minute.
So basically what that means is a criminal can empty a magazine with just one trigger, one pull of a trigger, and it happens in just mere seconds. And some of these Glock switches have been found right here on the Twin Tiers. WENY's Alexander Dern spoke to an investigator with the Elmira Police Department to talk about what's being done to combat the problem.
The Elmira Police Department says it has started to see an uptick in a device called a Glock switch on the street. Now let's head in to talk to an EPD investigator who's going to explain what they are and how they can make a handgun even more dangerous. A Glock switch turns a handgun into a miniature weapon of war. What normally requires someone to pull a trigger to fire one round, the Glock switch will automatically fire with one pull. Investigator Hillman with the Elmira Police Department says it's bad enough when they encounter criminals with guns, but it's even worse when that criminal has a weapon that's modified to shoot fully automatic. And it creates a very dangerous situation for innocent bystanders as well.
You know, you're taking those rounds and they're sending them out into the community, you don't know where they're going to go. So, you know, if you're trying to shoot at someone or, you know, like they do on the streets and you're not trained with a firearm, they could be going into people's houses or into people's cars and obviously posing a threat to, you know, innocent people.
Investigator Hillman says they're easy to install and require little to no gunsmithing knowledge.
Glock switches are a small plastic or metal piece. They go into the back of the firearm on the back of the slide, and they use a little bar that presses against a piece inside the firearm, which turns the Glock from a semi-automatic handgun to a fully automatic handgun.
Over the past 5 years since investigator Hillman joined the force, he had seen one Glock switch recovered in Elmira. Now, the times are changing.
In 2023, the end of 2023, and then the beginning of this year, the end of 2023, we've recovered 2. So obviously in a span of a couple months, we've seen an uptick in, you know, taking possession of them.
Under federal law, possessing a Glock switch is treated the same as being in possession of an unregistered machine gun, punishable by up to 10 years in federal prison. For investigator Hillman, he said officers are more vigilant about gun violence and getting unregistered and modified guns off the streets.
You know, we have to worry about the public and, you know, the people doing these shootings and how it's going to affect, you know, how we take approaches going forward. You know, it raises the bar for us a little bit.
Investigator Hillman says the force will continue to add more detail to targeting patrols to keep these dangerous guns off the street and the public safe. Reporting from Elmira, Alexander Dern, WENY News.
All right, Alexander, thank you very much.